Moving along. Am I the asshole for refusing to stop calling my 9-year-old son honey? The situation is a bit silly, but I'll let you guys decide. I, female 36, have been dating my boyfriend Joe, male 38, for a few months. He has met my 9-year-old son, and they both get along pretty well. Joe started staying longer during the weekends, and days ago while he was visiting, he heard me call my son honey. He stayed quiet during the entire breakfast, then brought it up with me. I asked what was wrong, and he said that I shouldn't call my son honey, especially because I call him that, and he thinks just this term is used for romantic partners. I laughed it off because I thought it was a small and silly thing to comment on, but he got offended by my lack of care for his concerns and asked me to stop using this word with my son since he feels it's misplaced. I told him no, this was not a valid argument by him, and in my opinion, does not deserve consideration. We argued for a few minutes, then he decided to go out, saying, we'll talk about this again later, but I firmly told him there's nothing to talk about, and I will not stop calling my son honey. End of story. He got upset and went out. He then sent a long text about how I keep disregarding his thoughts, opinions, and input, and brushed them off, not caring about how it makes him feel. He said it'd only be reasonable to use my son's nicknames when referring to him, and we can be done with the issue, but I refused to stop. He's gone silent now, save for a text here and there. Am I the asshole for not compromising and flat out refusing to stop calling my son this word?
This is a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Even if it was a husband or whatever, I just wanted to clarify for my own thought. But no, lady, keep doing you. Like,
yep.
I call my daughter, I'm like, she's 5. I call her babe. Hey, babe, what you doing? Like, I don't think what you're doing, calling your son honey, that's not wrong at all. The kid is 9 years old. You don't mean it in a romantic way. Like, honey has nothing to do with being romantic.
It's a standard term of endearment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is one of my favorite terms of endearment
I think
of all
it's so
time.
cute.
With my kids, I call them honey so much I don't even realize it. So to the point where when Eloise and I play Barbies, she's like, "Okay, Mom, you can be the mom and I'm going to be the honey." AKA the honey is the child.
That's so
because
cute.
I call my children honey, both of them, so much.
That's adorable.
Honey. So I think that the boyfriend needs to get over himself. Come on, find your own pet name if this is like that traumatic for you. And then also, if you think about it, what message is it going to send to that son if your mother all of a sudden stops referring to him with this term of endearment and only refers to her boyfriend with this same term of endearment that she used to call her son, her beloved son.
Yeah.
So, not the asshole.
I think it's weird that it almost feels like he's jealous in a sense to me. Like,
Yeah. Insecure.
Yeah.
I would
Like, he just
say
hasn't
that.
found his place in that relationship yet, and he's insecure over that. And I just think that this is not the type of person you want in your life, especially as, we'll say, a single mother, right?
Right.
Like, you want somebody who is confident and can
Supportive of you
be
and your
there and
relationship with your son.
support your relationship with your children and complement that relationship, not be the one to be, you don't want somebody to get in the middle of it, I guess.
It does feel like he's almost competing or looking at her son as competition. He's that insecure about it by basically saying, like, you need to stop calling him that, which I think with what you said, Amy, would almost make her son, or could potentially make him feel like his relationship with his mom is not as secure.
Right.
My mom is picking this guy over me. My mom stopped calling me honey because he didn't like it. My mom still calls him honey. Because at 9, you don't know that, like, honey has romantic implications potentially, but, like, it's not being used that way. So don't make it something it isn't. It's just like you said, a term of endearment.
Also, I'm just going to throw this out there. Like, there's nothing romantic about honey.
No.
Like,
I think it's a neutral. I feel like honey's a neutral for me.
I think you call it. It's a term of endearment. Like, you care about that person. Or like, hi, honey. Like, how's it going? Not, hey, sexy. Like,
Right. That's different.
Like, there are way more romantic type terms.
Yeah.
And we've already established that this guy's a loser anyways because he's ghosted her basically for the most part.
Yeah.
Minus a few texts here and there.
For something ridiculous.
If this guy was in it for the long haul,
Mm-hmm.
he would work it out and he would be like, hey, this is how I feel. This is why. And they could have a conversation about it. And then ultimately, like you said, he could have his own pet name.
Feeling Justin vibes again. Communicate.
Yeah.
And he's not doing it. And you know what? I think any man or woman who dates a single parent, they need to realize that that child should be number one. And they need to support and be there for that relationship. And I'm sorry, but until you get married, I don't know. And even then, as far as status goes, you're not number one, dude.
No, her son comes first.
Her son comes first. Her son should come first. You have not earned that honey title.
No. A lot of the comments are kind of picking up what we said. Someone was like, not the asshole. I would stop calling him that. Him being the boyfriend. He sounds extremely insecure. Someone else goes, not the asshole. Here's the list of people who have a say on what you call your son. You, your son. End of list.
End of list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Someone else, not the asshole. In my experience, honey is not reserved for romantic partners. He's being very silly. Yeah. And OP responds, no, it's definitely not reserved for romantic partners. What? I really don't know why this is bothering him so much. He has never heard a mother calling her kids honey. People just get goofy. But
Kick him to the curb. On to the next one, babe.
I would agree with that.